Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into an amazing, energetic adventure, traveling thousands of years back in time to the beautiful land of ancient Canaan. We're diving into Genesis chapter 23, and let me tell you, it's a fantastic story packed with love, deep respect, and a seriously important piece of land.
Now think about this for a second. How far would you go to find the absolute #1 perfect spot for someone you love so much? Like, remember a time you searched high and low for the best gift ever for your mom or your dad or your absolute best friend? You wouldn't just grab the first thing you see, right? No way. Well, our hero today, Abraham, felt exactly the same way about his beloved wife, Sarah.
Saying goodbye to Sarah. Our story does start with a bit of sadness, but mostly it's about a whole lot of love. After living 127 truly wonderful years, Sarah passed away in Kiryat-Arba, and Abraham just knew in his heart he had to find her the most beautiful, special resting place possible.
But Abraham didn't just sit around feeling sad, he jumped right into action. We're going to follow his step-by-step journey today, from asking the local council for help to a super interesting meeting with a man named Efron, all the way to buying a very unique cave.
Abraham asks for help. So, even though Abraham was a pretty important guy, he humbly goes right up to the local people, the sons of Het. He explains, hey, I'm a foreigner here, and politely asks if they could spare a burial site so he can properly honor his wife. It was a pretty big favor to ask.
But here is where it gets incredibly fascinating. The people had so much respect for Abraham. They didn't treat him like some stranger at all. Instead, they warmly offered him literally any place he wanted. They called him a prince of God right to his face, insisting that absolutely no one would say no to him. That really shows you just how kind and highly respected Abraham was in that community, doesn't it?
Meeting Efron, the Hittite. Now, Abraham could have taken any of those tombs for free, right? But he had his eye on something incredibly specific. So he politely bows before the people, such a cool sign of respect, and asks to speak with one specific guy, Efron, the son of Tzochar.
Abraham wants to buy this gorgeous, special spot called the Cave of Machpelah. It's tucked right at the very end of Efron's big, beautiful green field. But get this, Abraham doesn't want it as a freebie. He asked the crowd to tell Efron to sell it to him out in the open for its full, absolute value. He wants to pay totally fair and square so it can belong to his family forever.
Well, guess what? Efron is sitting right there in the city's ruling council. And Efron is just incredibly generous. He speaks up in front of the whole crowd and says, "No, my lord, listen to me. I'm giving you the field, with its cave. I'm giving it to you for free." He literally wants to just hand over this amazing piece of real estate to Abraham as a total gift.
So Abraham has to handle this super carefully. I mean, he really wants to pay, but Efron is practically throwing it at him for free. What does he do? First, he politely bows again before the people, showing that incredible respect once more. Then he firmly, but super kindly, insists that he absolutely must officially pay for the field. He tells Efron, "Please be good enough to listen to me. I will pay the price. Accept it from me."
400 silver shekels. Finally, Efron gives in, but he does it so casually. He basically says, a plot of land worth 400 silver shekels. What is that between friends? But listen, make no mistake, 400 silver shekels was a massive amount of wealth.
The exact price was 400 silver shekels. To give you a clear picture of what that means, 400 silver shekels weighed about 10 whole pounds. Imagine carrying around a 10-pound bowling ball made completely out of shiny, heavy silver coins. That is exactly what Abraham was willing to hand over to secure the absolute perfect spot for Sarah, the Cave of Machpelah. And Abraham, he doesn't even try to haggle it or get a discount. Right there in front of the entire council and all those merchants, he weighs out the exact amount, all 10 heavy pounds of it, making this purchase 100% official.
Boom! With the silver paid, a giant, historic real estate deal is done. The deed is officially handed over. Abraham secured the entire lush green field in Machpelah by Mamre, the amazing cave itself, and every single tree growing in and around that field. The whole shebang was now fully his possession.
So, finally, after all that careful planning, respectful negotiating, and weighing out of heavy silver, Abraham lovingly lays his wife Sarah to rest. He places her in that special cave in the field of Machpelah, exactly as he dreamed. He successfully bought the perfect burial site from the sons of Het, officially securing a permanent piece of the land of Canaan for his family.
The moral of the story.
As we start to wrap up this explainer, we really need to look at the powerful lesson hiding right in the middle of this ancient real estate transaction. Because it's not just a story about buying a field and a cave with heavy silver coins, right? It's really about how we act when times are tough and how we stick to our promises.
I want you to remember this awesome food for thought. The moral of Genesis 23 is obedient faith overcomes trials, trusting God provides, surrender all to Him. Even though Abraham was incredibly sad about losing Sarah, he obediently and faithfully secured a piece of the promised land. He trusted God completely right through his hardest trial.
So, I'm leaving you with this big, sparkling question. How can you show obedient faith in your own life today? Think about how you can trust and surrender, just like Abraham did. Keep learning, keep asking great questions, and keep exploring these amazing stories with us. Like, share, and subscribe.